Good evening and Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Today is my second presentation, and the topic which is assigned to me is actually a question. All those who are intellectual, they tend to understand these things. The topic is Muslims ruled for 800 years in Spain, then why there are no traces of Islam there. So this is the question. In order to understand this, we will be discussing all these steps, step by step. Number one is how Muslims reached Spain, a little bit history with the limitations of time, and then who was Tariq Bin Ziyad and why Islam does not exist there right now, and in the end there is conclusion. So coming to the next topic, how Muslims reached Spain. This is a thing that there were the King Roderick was there firstly before the entrance of Tariq Bin Ziyad, who conquered Spain. So the case was that they were the kind of people who used to abuse and used to commit crimes with the people. So King Roderick was a person, meaning he used to keep the children of other kings as well for the purpose of education. It was told to them that this is for the purpose of education, but the purpose was to control other kings by their children. So this all went on, and there was another king of another area as well, and the name of that king was Julius. This person was the person whose daughter was raped by the king, and he then asked for the help from Muslims of that time as well. So Musa Nukhel was a person from whom they were seeking for the help that such type of crimes are happening with the daughters of us. So in that case, then Tariq Bin Ziyad was sent for the purpose to fight with these type of people. So Tariq Bin Ziyad, a little introduction of that beautiful person. He is a conquest of Iberian Peninsula, present day Spain and Portugal. Birth is around 670 and death is around 720 in Damascus, Sham. So this is the person, and Hazrat Khalid bin Walid is also in the same place. So he was the person, a little intro of this person, that meaning kind of person who when reached at the spot of war, the person is saying that there is only enemy in front of us and there is no way back. So the person said, all the ships which were sourced to transport those all was burned, and meaning there was nothing to go back, only the victory and the martyrdom was left for them. So this was Tariq Bin Ziyad. And the next question, that is why Islam does not exist there. The case is that when Muslims were repelled out from the Granada, meaning it was the last place from where Muslims were repelled out, and those were the Catholic Christians, and in Spain right now there are 96% Catholic Christians, and only 4% of the population they contain some other religions as well, and Muslims also exist there, but in a minimum quantity. So why Islam does not exist? The case actually is that, meaning when the people who are living there, they are not the Muslims, then all the environment related to Muslims that also cannot be spotted. But the case is that all those places which were prepared by the Muslims in those 800 years of rule, they are still available. Meaning 600 mosques were available there in that time. But the biggest mosque that was prepared by the kings at that time, that is now converted into church. And the masjid that is kept for the history purpose, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has maintained all that history for the purpose to share with the people that how brave the leaders were. So in that masjid it is also written there, La Ghaliba illallah, meaning such type of sentences are written there that there is no one there is no one to obey, there is no one to worship but only Allah, there is no one prominent but Allah. All these things are mentioned there. So coming towards the conclusion is actually all the things that we are told, these all things are available in the Quran, meaning why Muslims are being repelled out from those areas. The actual thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran that the purpose that we have assigned to you, if that purpose is not followed, then we will replace you with other people, with any other type of generations, meaning Allah can take the work, the job that is assigned to us from any source. So Allah is not minded of these things. It is the duty of we people to work over them and to manage them. But what Allah says, He will replace you with another people and they will not be like you. It comes in Surah.